Welcome to Kenpo University. My name's Alan Babinick, and I'm your instructor. Today, I want to talk about the proper form for elbows. So, I see people do these incorrectly a lot. When you're doing an elbow, if you think about it, is really kind of like a short-range roundhouse punch, okay? You have to hit at the power part of the arc to make them work well. And you have to have your hand on your chest to do it. So I'm going to do a little bit sideways so you can see. If I was doing an elbow like this, you can see there's a distance between my hand and my chest. So when I hit something, a lot of the power isn't going to go into them. A lot of the power is going to go into bending my arm and hitting myself with it, basically. So when you do an elbow, it should be on your chest. And you're turning your body. You're hitting with your whole body, not just your arm. Your hand comes up to this point, and your body turns with it. You don't want to hit people with just your arm. You want to hit with your whole body. And hopefully there's some shuffling or push drags involved or something like that that's even going to give it a little bit more power. All right? So first thing, make sure your hand's closed. You're keeping it on your chest. And this is nice and even. So don't put it down here. Don't put it up there. All right? So it's just nice and even. So the other thing is the angle that you're hitting on. All right? So I'm going to do deflecting hammer real quick. So if I was standing here, and I'm just going to put my hands up because I like doing it that way, and the guy's kicking me, I step back, I get my block, and my hand's chambered for the elbow. So again, this has to go all the way behind you. If you notice, my backhand angle matches my back leg. Then my hand comes up to my body. If you notice, my elbow did not move. My hand came up to my body, to there. I'll do it from this direction. So I was here, my hand comes up. My elbow does not move. Now it's on my rib cage, all right? Almost like we're doing that elbow in long one, or short one or whatever, right? So, or just getting set in short one as we're doing our blocks. That's the same position. Something to think about, right? So I'll do it again. So we're up like this. The guy's coming at me with a kick. I drop back. My backhand angle matches. This is angle matching. My hand angle matches my front shin, but don't worry about that. This hand comes up, and then as I shuffle forward, I do my push drag forward. I'm going to grab his arm and go into my elbow. If you notice, I'm square to my opponent when I'm hitting with this elbow. I'm not hitting here. I want to hit their head because their head's flying at me, right? Because we pulled the leg back. He's falling forward a little bit because he expected to kick you, and he's not. We'll talk about the invisible step, which is what that is in a different one. But from here, I'm grabbing the arm. I shuffle into, my hand is on my chest, and this is where I hit him. So I'm hitting him almost. See how my hips are square, my shoulders are square. I'm hitting square to the guy. I follow through into the neutral bow. So just like when you punch somebody, you don't punch and hit him at the end of the punch. You're actually hitting the guy. So if I'm punching to the face, I'm actually hitting here, extending through. I'm going through his head that much. So if I hit him at the full extension, I have no follow through left, right? Okay. So when you're doing an elbow, you're hitting, I'll do it sideways again, you're hitting square, following through to the neutral. And that's going to drive the guy backwards. If I hit in the neutral, so because a lot of times, this is what I see. This is the problem, basically, is people hit in the neutral and they follow through to almost a staggered horse or a side horse as you're going through. Well, now you're not facing your work. You're breaking rules. You get a ticket for that, right? So when you're doing an elbow, you're not running at the guy with the tip of your elbow. You're going to be square on. So if I was doing the technique, if my hands, again, I like doing the technique with my hands up, just me. So as I step back and I block down, if this hand's all the way back over here, this hand's going to come up. I grab his arm as I shuffle forward, and I'm hitting him here. I follow through to my neutral bow. I don't want to hit him here and follow through and be sideways to my opponent. I want to finish in a neutral. So hit him square, follow through to the corner or to the angle. Don't go to the angle and follow through. All right? So practice that, and hey, take a look throughout the whole system. You know, we do a lot of elbows all over the place. And those are inward elbows, by the way, that I'm talking about. So look at twirling wings, look at techniques like that that have a lot of elbows in them. Okay, flashing wings, that type of thing. Take a look through the system, look for your elbows. Thank you for watching this video production from Kenpo University.